Hey, hey, hey. Oh, how we doing? How we doing? Welcome everyone to today's live stream or tonight's live stream. How we all doing? Welcome Sir Nerd to the stream. Glad you can stop by. Oh, how we doing? Do 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 do. What's up, my dude? What's up? So we have a couple friendships we could make. So that's awesome.
Whoa.
You know what? Skipper, go meet Duty Dude. Go meet Duty Dude.
Ka-chow. What's yours?
Yours. I'm
So, you'll leave a charcoal with the Granby.
Skipper's worried Duty Dude might not remember this chat about Silence's 2060 World Tour. That's crazy. Maybe? We'll see. Chat! How much you want? Okay, first, this actually needs
Welcome.
neon lights.
Thank you. Please come again.
Okay, this is like actually starting to frustrate me. Why the fuck is there no humorous shit? So, guys, that's crazy. But Chad, that's actually annoying, man. What's annoying, you may ask? There is like zero. There is zero humorous shit. There's actually zero, and that's like starting to annoy me, because it's like, it shouldn't have even been zero. We have three new colors, but like, no humorous bit, which actually is frustrating. Because why is just Hugh Morris? Why is that just like... Why is the game
Welcome.
so weird on not getting Hugh Morris? I swear, I'm about to max my shit out. I'm about to max my
Thank you
shit
very
out
much.
before I ever get Hugh Morris. What if the Hugh Morris was made solely for the promos and wasn't actually in the game? That'd be fucked, but... No, I've seen on Twitter, they do exist. It's just the game, and even Pearl said that the Hugh Morris fit is in the game. She got it. Meat and potato stew. Modern triangle. I got the Vic suit.
Thanks so much.
What do I say about
Sure to
this?
stop by again tomorrow.
I mean, hey, that's new stuff. Can't deny. Alright, what does Trace want?
I want to be friends with him.
Hamster. Yeah.
What should we
What should we talk about?
did
What person? Hugh Morris.
Hugh Morris? Got it.
Alright, will they talk about Hugh Morris? Just add that in as, like, the lingo.
Good evening, Ben Hammer.
Alright, will they be friends? No! Actually not!
Let the bad taste in mine.
Oh, that's interesting. Banhammer and Trace did not be friends. That is actually crazy. Usually that's like a slam dunk. Wow, that's actually nefarious. That's nefarious, guys.
Huh. Good. I want to try living with Daisy.
Oh, you want to switch houses? Nah.
You think?
You sent a message on Discord directly? I saw. I
I'll
remember
call it
you said...
Eternal Silentos 20.
You said, But yeah, Silly, you said, can you make Solid Snake... Can you add in Solid Snake and have him be my love interest? No. 2 reasons. Number 1, it's only 1 me per user, unless you pay for a membership. And number 2,
I'm feeling
you're a
special
minor, and
connection
Solid
with
Snake
my
is an
paintbrush
adult,
today.
so we're not doing that.
We're in
It's
the
just
zone.
straight up. That's just no. That's a straight up no. Welcome, E-Bones, to the stream.
Are you alright?
Please help.
Don't.
Wait.
It was no.
There you go, Donnie, with the help. I think I said this, but welcome, Hugh Morris. I'm kind of proud you figured out the Hugh Morris pun. That's awesome. I don't know what else to say to that, honestly. 250. They said that, like, people can choose whether or not to donate. I felt like that would have been a fun... I felt like the Twitter account who posted that tried to treat it like it was a minigame that could happen, but it just doesn't, so...
Well. And that's it, one doodle head. Just tap.
Alright.
Good evening.
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
Alright, there's like no other problems really on the island, really. So, oh my god, I hate when they make me play a fucking game.
care to...
Nah, I'm good. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna just say no to all the games, because I just
that is-
don't care about the games. Like, I really don't want to be playing games now.
Care...
Odd One Out is one of the rare ones, yeah. At the same time, I just don't feel like playing it. I gotta get rid of 56k Korea, because, like, goddamn, that's all they talk about. Like, that's, like, the one custom item I add, and it's like they're overusing the hell out of it.
Oh.
Duty Dude and Saul, go meet up.
I'm Salt. I'm in such a good mood from hanging out with you. I know I'm going to have amazing dreams.
Really? I don't feel like playing games. Meanwhile, I'm playing a game for people to see. Well, I want to see fun stuff in this game. I want to see fun stuff. I feel like every time you decline something, I feel like they really want to play it more. Like, it's like in Minecraft. It feels like every time in creative mode, like, it feels like it rains all the time. And every single time I set it to, like, no rain, it would rain again, like, not even 10 minutes later. I felt like I was gonna do something, I forgot. Oh, because it's the only custom item, they're kind of forced to talk about it because there's no variety, because they love custom items, really. Yeah. Nah, I added this as a joke, but because they're overusing the fuck out of it, we're just getting rid of it. There we go.
Huh.
Greg is literally one meme. Don't even joke, lad.
Think you could get me some clothes that make me look mysterious? Not. I want to look like someone who has stories to tell.
Sure, I'll get you something. Who looks basic? They look like basic, like they look mysterious, but like nothing too crazy. Probably this. Probably wear all black, so you look like mysterious. Welcome, Souls Vibing. Bro, John Splatoon and Tito has broken up twice now on my island. Wait, they can get together and they can still break up again? Nah, that's actually nefarious if you think about it. Who do you think is the best example of a loyal one around here? Probably you. Freddy Fazbear? I don't know. Banhammer? How's my son? Horrible. I'm playing. No. He's doing alright. He's just chilling. Nothing really too special. And when I mean that, I actually do mean that. Like, I feel like nothing special is going on. Ever since I set his preferences, still nothing has happened.
Oh, he traveled to Shamal with him.
You know, he's gonna be friends with Duty Dude. He's gonna be friends with Duty Dude. Basically, everyone has beef with John Splatoon. Damn, bro, what do? You like, kill Santa Claus? Damn, no one loves him? Yeah, like, nobody loves him, like, romantically. Oh, what's he watching? Oh, like a variety show, okay.
Huh. Your look.
There we go. We're in the Viking outfit. Let's go. What is the dude from Penny's Arcade? Not just romantically, Brian and John were fighting off camera. Damn.
I'm in the mood to.
Shut up with the games! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Alright, what is the new station?
Hello, and big news for air breathers everywhere. A new type of pushing air through a filter infused with the essence of a romantic movie. This new product generates the purest air to date.
What is it gonna
Early
taste
sales are
like?
strong, Perhaps in part due to a remarkable buy one, get 9 free promotion offered
Get
by the
9
young
free. They must have
experts
been like
believe the
chapter
product
11
will be
bankruptcy.
popular among fans
John's
of
Platoon
clean
killing
air.
Santa Claus?
He
Don't
asked
even joke,
residents-
lad.
I just wanted to know where the bathroom is.
I'm lost.
Alright.
Thanks for watching. I'm Greg.
John's Platoon killing Santa Claus? Don't even joke, lad. Don't even joke.
Huh. Huh. Do you? Could you take a photo?
No, I'm good. So far, John has the most fights on my island so far. Eh? How's Bradley doing?
My nail polish.
She fell in love with, Moxie from Hazbin Hotel. And that's what happened. She fell in love with the dude from Hazbin Hotel.
Oh.
Where's Bradley at? I also forgot Bradley lives with Brad from Game Chat. You don't talk about what happened before Moxie, yeah.
Hello, I'm. I.
Probably a camera, maybe? I don't know. I'm hungry, feed me. What is the restaurant for then? The Bradley thing was me asking about both of them. Welcome Dillingham into the stream. For Brad Grant, he's going good. He got into another fight. I forgot who he was with. I genuinely forgot who he was with, I'm not gonna lie. It was on the previous stream, though, so... Oh, Rachel, yeah. Brad Grant got into a fight with Rachel, and Rachel almost didn't forgive. Rachel almost didn't forgive.
I want to take someone.
I forgot Dylon and Silento are a couple. Or I forgot they're married. Is this the most forgotten marriage on the island? Like, everyone kind of forgot about that relationship. Oh my god, I gotta do this otherwise. Oh, he's talking about this. Oh, okay, yeah. Fighting game, sure. Yeah, here's a fighting game. You can be the next low tier god. By that, he means he didn't forgive and almost not wanted to see Brad again until Greg told him to think about it some more. Then they made up. Yeah. Like... I don't know who Rachel thought she was. Who did she think she was? Dylon and Silento marriage, what does he even do? Do the whipping nene? I don't know. You made Netflix on your island? Like what? You put a N on a me? And you, when you just got it Netflix? Like, is that what happened?
Listen or two. We haven't met. Or,
Donnie and Zan seem to be good friends, so that's good. Talking about their love for listening to Dax. Oh, Brad. I thought better of you than listening to Dax, bro. They're communicating a secret code via flashlights. Yoshi's not getting along with Cartman. Cartman thinks they're best friends. That's crazy. That's how some friendships be like. Sometimes you think they're the bestest of friends, and the other person could, like, literally not care less about you. Like, on one side, you would literally take a bullet for them. On the other side, you could literally disappear tomorrow and they wouldn't notice for, like, a decade. Brother. 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 The dude from Five Nights at Freddy's? Okay, buddy.
Who is that? Freddy Fazbear, huh? I suddenly feel all mixed up.
You're gonna slam
I
your
like
keyboard.
Torchbearer, but who do you?
You really like
You were
Torchbearer.
right.
Two murderers being with each other would be crazy, though.
Isn't your turn?
You haven't met yet. For real, they haven't met. Van Hammer hanging out with Nico Robin. How's the dude from Goodman doing?
Not much out here, but
Good evening, Moxie.
You'd be surprised. That is common to happen. Yes. Too common, in fact. Not getting along with good friends. It's crazy.
You're too wonderful for words. You.
Steve Fish still has some hope for Bradley, even though it's basically not happening. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I am enjoying the game, but at the same time, I was thinking of switching to Mario Kart. For the first time ever, while playing Tomodachi Life, I'm kind of thinking of playing something else. I don't know, when I was about to start streaming Tomodachi Life, I thought this was what I wanted, but like, I think my vibe is more going to Mario Kart.
Pardon me, could I have a moment? My name is Billy Loomis.
Nice to meet you, Billy. I'm
Bradley
Peter.
and Steve Fish will be doomed to straight slop. Doomed to straight slop.
That's Maple.
I think I'm starting to get a headache.
Damn! Kinger said, get your ass out of here. Bradley and Steve Fish will be doomed straight slop. Isn't doomed straight slop like a common trope in media? Neither Yuri or Yaoi. Like, doomed straight slop. Like, there's a lot of movies where it's just a doomed relationship. They're starting to tell each other tasteless jokes. Oh, man.
Oh, it puts my soul at ease.
Or what?
Yay!
I was trying to make the Nest laugh.
Hello.
Yeah, Bradley and Steve Fish will be doomed straight slop. Like I said, I feel like a lot of media is just doomed straight
I
slop.
don't think I've introduced myself yet, have I?
Like,
They
it's
call me
always...
Silento.
Hello there, Silento. I'm known as Savior as Save.
I was about to go say something, then get off track.
Now I...
Alright. I'm gonna do what I said, and I'm gonna switch to Mario Kart. Like, I thought I wanted to stream Tomodachi Life, but I think right after I clicked start, but right after I hopped on the game, I kind of realized that I kind of would rather play Mario Kart, so I'm just gonna switch to that. Fair, you think you want to play one game, then you play and you want to play another. I know the feeling. Yeah. For a minute, I thought it was muted because nobody was responding when I said I was going to switch to Mario Kart. But, yeah, we're live. Alright, I'm gonna just go play Knockout World right now. Should I? Oh no, it's actually hard. I don't know which one to play. Ooh, it's like a lot of decisions. That means John has no... Half my media relationships are not getting along, kind of get along with John. So that means John has no real friends. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn, like... Like, who's bro beefing with? There we go. So I want to play Mario Kart. Which one should I do? This is hard. I mean, hey, I said I want to play Mario Kart, and there we go. Just sometimes the modes, it's like, you're like, ooh, okay, I don't know which one. Should I do the versus, or should I do... I don't remember this one. Oh yeah, this is the one that leads to Desert Hills. Okay. Okay, that's a political name. Oh, they have a friend. It's so it's on 2 players. Wait, what? The only relationship is Miku so far? Damn. I think Tatsui Miku is like a popular, like, person on everyone's island. Meanwhile, I have not gotten Tatsui Miku on my island. I'll add it if someone says they want Tatsui Miku, but oh my god, damn. I saw this Twitter post, or I got reminded of this Twitter post from last year, and I had to look it up again, and I found it. It kind of made me sad though, but at the same time, it is something that does happen. It was a post where it was a father selling his son's Sonic collection, And the reason why is because he said in the, like, one of the last parts of the page, he said, my son just randomly stopped liking Sonic right after Christmas. And that made me sad, man. It's like, man, imagine you bought, like, your son this great Christmas present. Like, you went all out on, like, a specific theme because he loves it. And, like, right after Christmas, like, maybe even, like, day 2 after Christmas, he's like, yeah, like, Sonic's lame. Like, Sonic's kind of lame. I don't care about Sonic no more. I don't like Sonic. Like, I don't know, that's just crazy to me. Like, I get people have their changing interests, including many people, but it's like, it's not random. It's, wow, these games actually suck. No, but like I said, like, it's just sad. Like, it's like, when I say, like, it's like Sonic toys, like, they even bought Lego Sonic toothbrush, like, a lot of Sonic shit. And it's just like, he had to sell it because his, like, son just stopped liking Sonic right after Christmas. Oh, H-bomb. What is this 180? I just didn't feel like playing Tomodachi Life. I know that's crazy, but it's like, after I booted up the game, I realized... Actually, there's 2 with that name. Oh, fuck Israel. Oh, okay. That I was like, what the fuck is the fuck Ishmael? Like, what is he talking about? And then I saw Reddit. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. That's what it was. Alright, still in 3rd. Wait, is that the same? No, wait. What? Oh, okay. It's the thing. Okay. Yeah, a bit tasteless strategy to put a political name in a game for family. Yeah. Plus, it's like, what are you really doing with the political name in, like, the server? It's like, oh, yeah, you really got him this time. You really got him this time. I wonder if the person they're playing with is aware of this username. I think they're fully aware. So if they're playing with a friend. If they're playing with a friend, I think they might be fully aware. Fifth. Triple mush. Ooh, that was scary. That was scary. That was pretty scary. That was like Scary Terry. I gotta play on this like knockout toilet at least. But yeah, I remember I was talking about something before people brought up that like guys using it earlier. Oh yeah, the Sonic Facebook post. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, that has to suck, man. Imagine you bought like $200 worth of games, or not games, like $100, $200 worth of like products or worth of like merch for your kid just to make him like happy and shit. And then it's like like right after Christmas he just doesn't give a shit about Sonic. That's gotta suck. Like that has to suck. And it's like it's not even like for a reason. It's like a no reason thing. It's a, like I said, it's a case of sometimes kids like interest can change on a moment notice. I remember in like 2nd or 3rd grade, I was like really hyper fixated on the Titanic, and after I watched the movie, I stopped being hyper fixated on it. Like I think to me that was like basically like the goal for me. Like, oh man, watch like the Titanic movie. Oh, and then it was like after I watched it, I was like, all right, yep, I kind of did everything I could. Like, I could actually feel my interest, like, leaving after I finished the movie. Oh, that dude's gonna, those two dudes are gonna win. Okay. Way to ruin the game in multiple ways. Damn. Alright, so Joseph's in the lobby. What's up? Oh, I forgot he does that. I saw a Twitter post where it was like, the Steam support is usually considered one of the best support systems in the entire, like, anything. And the Steam support was telling that guy, oh yeah, by the way, your account is, like, completely gone. Like, the account is just gone. Which means, if the fucking Steam support guy is straight up just throwing his hands up being like, yep, that's it. That's in, like, the 10th circle of hell. That is, like, that's gone. Sorry, huh? I was asking my dad about the Sonic. What? Wait, what are you talking about? What? You're asking your dad about the Sonic thing? Wait. About the kid who decided he didn't like Sonic anymore? Oh, you're asking your dad about it? Welcome, Nominski, you're joining? Awesome. What do you say? Did he say anything like, I don't know, informal, or is he just like, yeah, stuff just happens? Sometimes as a kid, that just happens. Oh my god, you're fucking joking. Oh my god, now I lost. I lost. Okay, fucking hell. Imagine being a Sonic fan. I can imagine. I told it to him as a hypothetical. Oh, I guess Naminsky retracted their message. I guess they're not joining. Apparently the Met Gala is today. The Met Gala is always like, I feel like every year it's always hyped up and I'm just like, okay. Oh yeah, today's also May the 4th. Oh boy, so you're gonna... I haven't actually seen any real jokes about it, so... I remember like 5 years ago. No, not 5. I remember like 7 years ago. Oh my god, people wouldn't shut up. Like, people just wouldn't shut up about Star Wars Day. Now it's like, I feel like I don't really see it anymore. I still see advertisements about it, but it's like... People, I don't know. People always talk about it. Or I told it to him, have you seen that caveman tweet? I don't think I did. I don't think I did, honestly. I mean, I don't know what else to say to that. I got eliminated very early. The bad thing about being eliminated early is that everybody just hops on. Is that, like, not only... What the fuck am I saying? I don't even know. And the only bad part about getting eliminated early is that basically you have to wait like 5 minutes for it to end, so... Good evening, welcome Super Silver 2011. You know what's one of the most performative things ever, if you ask me? Praying GTA 6 fails. Like, I don't know why. It always... Like, I feel like some of the most idealistic people of all time are people hoping that GTA 6 fails. And it's like, I don't know why. Actually, I think I know why. I've been seeing, though, I feel like every other week or month on Twitter, I've seen, like, a Twitter post with, like, a handful of likes praying that GTA 6 flops. And it's like, why? Like, in fact, some people actually think there'll be, like, a renaissance of, like, AA and indie games after GTA 6 flops. And it's like, no, that is not exactly how it's gonna work. If people are trying to recreate Concord after that disaster, then clearly nothing's gonna change. And number two... Like, GTA 6, do people realize how bad the game industry would be if that does flop? Like, the sequel to the second best-selling game of all time is not flopping. Like, let's all be a little honest. That thing's selling like 10 million copies in the first, like, couple days. Like, let's be honest. God, I wouldn't be surprised if it does 20 million in the first couple days. Like, GTA 6 is literally... like crazy. I feel like another reason why I feel like a lot of the same people who say GTA 6 or they want GTA 6 to fail, it's just people who, like, I don't know, it's like people who's like where GTA 6 doesn't appeal to them. Like, GTA 6 is like this violent, realistic, like, type of game, and I feel like all the people who want it to fail are, like, you know, people who are into, like, global platformers or, like, indie games or just Nintendo games or whatnot. It's like, I think they hate that GTA 6, one of the biggest, like, cultural zeitgeist games of all time, is a game that doesn't appeal to them at all. So it's like, it feels like now they just wanted to fail just out of spite, when in actuality, it's like, GTA 6, like, if you hate GTA 6 because of the fact that it's this realistic, ultra-violent game, please go actually play GTA. Please go play the first 5 hours of GTA and please tell me something. Like, obviously it cannot appeal to you. And if it doesn't appeal to you, good for you. But that's like saying I want Call of Duty to bomb horribly because, oh man, it's like a game that doesn't appeal to me. It's like, it's this violent, realistic game. Oh, it's like just slop, man. I want it to fail. When it's like, guys, I think Call of Duty flopping would actually not be good. It's like, here's my thing. If you're a true gamer, I feel like you gotta play something that's outside your comfort zone, right? The only thing I fear about GTA 6 release is that people won't have a thing before GTA... is that we won't have before GTA 6 is crazy equivalent. Oh, yeah. Like, because thing before GTA 6, it's like, that shows you how anticipated GTA 6 is. In case somebody in 20 years is like, how hyped is GTA 6? Like, how big of a deal was GTA 6? I'm gonna tell you, there was a joke where I'm gonna tell them, oh, GTA 6 was so anticipated and so just highly anticipated despite there being no info. Like, a joke was, Thing came out before GTA 6. That was one of the biggest jokes for like a couple years, because it generally took that long. Kid named Thing before Persona 6. I feel like the gaming community won't, or I feel like the general community won't use it like that. Like, yeah, there will be, like, people will be using it. Like, it'll be, like, in medium popularity, but it's not gonna have the same pull as Thing before GTA 6. But my take on gaming is that I feel like you always gotta play at least one game that's, like, outside your comfort zone. I'm out again. Like, I feel like you always gotta play one game that's outside your comfort zone. Like, if you are a fan of global portable platformers, please at least play, like, one Call of Duty game. Like, if you're a fan of at least realistic games, please go at least play, like, one turn-based RPG. Like, it's like... I think nothing's more annoying than when people outside of, like, someone's expertise or outside of something they don't play try and speak on it like it's, like, gospel. Because, like, what is it? Because I know, like I said, I know a lot of people who are into, like, the global platforms, or, like, around that general community, who, like, completely just, like, completely dis Call of Duty as, like, just pure slop that brought nothing to the medium ever, when it's, like, it's not really true. And also, Call of Duty can have good stories. Please at least go play a couple Call of Duty games. Like, at least, even some of, like, the ones in its initial prime. And it's like, if you're into, like, Call of Duty, FIFA, soccer, it's like, you don't really got any, like, real opinion on the video game industry, just because it's like, you just play those 3 basic games. It's like, go play, like, something like, if you're into that, go at least play, like, a global platformer, or, like, go play, like, an RPG, like Final Fantasy or something. But also, you know what's crazy? In 2023, Microsoft signed a 10-year deal for Call of Duty to be on Nintendo consoles. We still haven't gotten that yet. Even at the time, I kind of knew it was going to be a minute, just because probably trying to get Call of Duty to run on that Switch is going to take a minute. But at the same time, damn, there's just been, like, nothing. I feel like it's either going to come out this year. I feel like this is going to be the year Call of Duty finally comes to Nintendo, or it's going to be next year. Because at this point, it's just been too long. Call of Duty on Switch or Genshin Impact on Switch? What will happen first? We talking which one will appear on Switch 2 first? Probably, yeah, honestly. Because Microsoft did sign a 10-year deal. I feel like they don't want to, like, you know, break that deal. Now, I don't know when that deal would start. Like, does it start, like, when the contract's signed, or does it start when the first game's out? But Genshin Impact on Switch, it was announced 5 years ago. It clearly hasn't done anything special. In fact, Genshin Impact actually announced that they stopped supporting the PS4. Yes, Genshin Impact stopped supporting the PS4. That is crazy. And the Switch 2 is basically a PS4 Pro, in a way. So, who knows? But at the same time, you never know. But at the same time, alright, I'm gonna quit just because, yeah, I don't feel like playing Knockout Tour now. I feel like playing versus race. I feel like playing a versus race. How much y'all want to bet? The moment I click on this shit, it's gonna give me a race that just started. Here, we're gonna go even faster. We're gonna go fast like NASCAR. There we go. I'm in a race. Or I joined. Very quick. What is the status? What is that status? Alright, we're like halfway through the race. Woo. Oh, hey. So... like Instagram for the most part just became like a Reels platform. Like every time I check the Explore page, it's just all Reels, or it's just the same videos I've seen like a lot of times. Like they actively want to encourage you to go to the Reels page, and I do. But sometimes when all I want to do is just look at photos, it just gives me videos, and it's just like, it just feels like it's just TikTok. It feels like it's just TikTok, but it's just not. Chat, y'all remember that, like, brief period of time, like, early last year, when, like, TikTok shut down for, like, 14 hours because of, like, the deadline? What an interesting time that was. What an interesting time. I think one of the biggest what-ifs is, what if TikTok got banned and never got unbanned? Like, I feel like that's one of, like, the bigger what-ifs that happened in, like, this century. Besides, you know, what if COVID never happened? Like, I think one of the biggest what-ifs is, what if TikTok got banned and just never got unbanned? Like, how different would the internet culture be without TikTok? Like, would it be like how the internet culture, how some people, like, from Vine immediately took off on YouTube, like, right after Vine got shut down? Would, like, there be, like, no notable change? Would Instagram Reels be the dominant platform besides TikTok? TikTok ban will actually go through. TikTok ban actually going through be a net positive for the world in some ways. Yeah, in some ways. TikTok, it was a fun idea. I feel like the people who hate TikTok just never been on TikTok ever. Like, I feel like most people who I know who hate on TikTok still think it's like the same dancing platform from 2018, when it's like, no, dog. Just spending a single minute on there can prove to you that it is just not like that. Like, spending a single minute trying to curate your page can show you it's exactly not like that. Like, I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like I can detect someone's, like, personality by the way they talk about TikTok. Like, if they think it's still, like, that same dumbass dancing platform, and that they won't give a chance, like how it was in 2018, then it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're just the type of person who's stuck in the past. Like, I feel like you're the type of person who hates growth. Like, they're the type of person where in their youth, they'd be like, man, I'm always, like, gonna be up to date with current shit, always this and that. Meanwhile, after a certain age, they just give up and stop keeping track. Watching a single minute TikTok with expansion fans that is half of it. In a way. I mean, yeah, TikTok. I always actually never really truly understood people saying, oh, TikTok ruins attention spans. Because the same people who say that loved Vine. Vine was shorter. Vine was 6 seconds. TikTok is like 15 seconds usually. And all of a sudden, people are freaking out like this and that. Welcome Steph Daniel to the stream. Glad you stopped by. Actually, you know what I realized? Most of the stuff older generations say about the new generations is very hypocritical. You wanna know why? Most people say that, like, oh, Gen Z and Gen Alpha just has slop content now, when it's like, back in the day, Gen X and Millennials also had slop content in the form of, like, whatever was on MTV and TLC. Like, that was, like, real slop content. But because it's not on cable anymore, and this shit's, like, now it's just on the internet, all of a sudden it's now slop. Even though they probably loved watching, like, ridiculousness and shit. They only liked Vine because of nostalgia, basically. Some things, you hear some people's opinions, and you just realize, oh, they only liked it because they were like 12. Oh. You wanna know why? Because like what Cerner said, nostalgia. People loved Vine in 2013. And now those same people who loved Vine in 2013 hate TikTok. Even though, knowing damn well, if TikTok came out in 2013, they would have glazed that shit. There are some opinions you gotta be like, there are some opinions where you're just like, oh, they haven't, oh, they're just experiencing this through rose-tinted glasses. They actually forgot how this shit actually was. I remember Vine. Vine was fun. Vine was a fun platform, I will say that. But it's always weird how people love Vine but hated TikTok. And chat, I also realized how much internet culture changed in the last 15 years. You wanna know why? I saw a Twitter post where it was like, the worst YouTubers in 2009, and it was just like, what's the worst thing someone would do? Like, be a little annoying? Like, maybe have like a copy or have similar resemblance to another content creator's style? Now in 2026, all of a sudden the worst people are, you know, PDF files. It's like, looking back, the issues in 2009, YouTube-wise, were really just nothing burgers. Like, it's so funny. It's like, looking back, you see why they're hating, and you were like, that's it? Really? Who's the one person that picked Moo Moo? Oh, and luckily since Bro's not here, I'm gonna say this. Moo Moo is still the worst track in the game. I'm sorry. It's not the worst track in the game, but it is a bona fide track. It is the most overrated track in Mario Kart over the last 5 years. The fact that it even has this, like, reputation of, like, a goated track is just fucking absurd to me. One day I do gotta make a video saying Moo Moo Meadows is the most overrated track in Mario Kart over the last 5 years. 10 years ago, nobody had strong opinions on Moo Moo. All of a sudden, people are saying it's one of the greatest tracks in Mario Kart. When it is, like, it is nowhere been near the case. You know what, I should make a new video just because it's been a minute. Like, I just haven't made new videos just because lack of motivation and just sometimes just taking on anything just sounds like a tall task to me. The internet 2009 was more lenient what we think of as edgy and profane humor. That is true. But also at the same time, they were canceling people where, if you really look back, they were canceling people. Or they were canceling people and getting really fed up with people that, looking back, would be a nothing issue in today's society. Like, Fred Finkelhorn was, like, one of the most hated people on the internet. And what was he? Just, like, slightly annoying? Like, he was, like, kind of annoying, but, like... I'll also say this, though. The same people who hate reaction videos now loved Ray William Johnson, where his entire career was built on just taking videos and be like, did you leak that? That's kind of crazy. Like... The only person I'll give flack to is... The only person I won't give flack to is Jax Films, because I apparently saw Jax Films back in the day made a parody video on Ray William Johnson, basically just calling out his style of content, which Jax Films does, which, good to know, Jax Films always hated that shit, and it's not just like this new thing that he just came up with. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. You know what's my hot take? You wanna know what's my hot take? You wanna know what's my hot take, guys? I actually don't mind reaction videos. Yes, they are slop, but it's like, at the same time, I'm sorry, it's just... It's so funny just seeing, like, a certain person's reaction to something. And also, it's the equivalent of, like, hanging out with a friend in a way. Like, many people, I feel like most people don't watch reaction videos. Or many people watch reaction videos want to see it as, like, you know, what is this person's reaction? But also, they want to see it as, like, they're just hanging out with a friend. Most people don't really, like, have friends like that. So it's, like, it's the closest thing they can get to, like, hanging out with a friend in a way. So, I know Jackson's gonna hate me for this, but I actually don't mind. I actually like reaction videos. Like, those are my favorite type of slop content. Like, I'm sorry, I do enjoy reaction videos. I'm sorry. I kind of like reaction videos too, but I feel like there's the only but I feel like if that's the only content, it kind of gets a little repetitive. Yeah, I can see that. Wait until I get Discord for that video, Greg. I'll be more than happy to hate on the Egg Deluxe variant specifically. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I feel like for that video. Wait until I get Discord for that video, Greg. I'll be more than happy to hit on the 8 Deluxe. Ooh, you're gonna, like, provide, like, what? Voice roles? You're gonna be like, hey guys, Joseph here. Professional Mario Kart player here. Yeah, I know, this is the worst map ever. This sucks. But yeah, I gotta make, so yeah, I kind of forgot. I gotta make 3 variations. A bit of the script for the video. I don't do VC. Oh, okay. But yeah. I remember, shout out Morgan. I remember Morgan defended Moo Moo Meadows on specifically this version because you can do like a lot of like tricks and tips and this and that. But it's like, my argument against that is only like 20% of the players are going to do that. 80% of the players are just going to play like how they did in Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8. Like, I get the world record user did like the crazy tips and tricks and all that, but it's like I said, like most people in chat are not going to be doing it. Like, if you play this game at a family party, nobody's going to be doing it. Most people aren't going to be doing it. Because I feel like my ideology is if I have to force myself to make some rules or do like completely different things just to make it fun, it's not fun. Like, for example, Dandelion Depths. Like that, like I don't do anything different. I don't do anything different but race on Dandelion Depths. And guess what? Dandelion Depths, it's like a top 10 track in the game. But like if I have to do all these tips and tricks on like Moo Moo Meadows just to have fun, it's not a fun map. It's not a fun map. It's like being like, oh yeah, if you want to make this game harder, just like just exclusively go left the entire time. Then it'll be hard. Then it's like, no, if I'm making rules for myself, it's not fun. The developer failed at its job at making it fun. Fun comes when you do different things. I mean, I guess, but like at the same time, most people aren't really going to be doing the different things. They're just going to be playing the game kind of how the... Most of the time, they're going to be playing the game how the developer designed the game, so... Oh, it's always satisfying. And like I said, like what Pearl said, like the rain comes after the lightning bolt. That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. That's a cool detail. I'm glad Nintendo added that. Sometimes Nintendo loves... Not times. Sometimes Nintendo adds in cool details like that. That's cool. You can definitely tell this game was developed for like a decade. Which is good. I still can't believe this game was going to be a Switch 2 title. Or it was going to be a Switch 1 title. Switch 2 title, yeah, you're playing this on Switch 2. What are you doing, cousin? I will say this, though. May 7th. May 7th, I'll say this, guys. May 7th is going to be my birthday. Or it is not my birthday. May 6th is my birthday. May 7th will be the birthday stream. So here's what I kind of have for the birthday stream. This is exclusive to all the people in here. For the birthday stream, I'm trying to invite Eon. I think Eon will come over. That's a we'll see about that. I'm trying to invite Eon. I think Eon will be coming over. We are going to be doing a pretty long stream. Hopefully. We're going to be playing, you know, all the viewer games. Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Me and Eon will probably play, like, King of Fighters or Street Fighter. Just between two of us. Maybe we might even play Mario Party 9. We could play Jackbox with y'all. When do you think you will start? If I'm inviting Eon over... I want to start maybe like around like noon or 1 p.m. Like, that could be interesting, but I don't know. But that stream's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute. Yeah, the reason why I'm streaming on May 7th in particular is because I have work. I have work on the weekends, because I always do. So, I can defend Moo Moo Meadows. I can defend World Moo Moo Meadows and Tricks, but I know of another problem that plagues it. Really? I think the reason why I hate Moo Moo Meadows so much is because well, it's just kind of like boring. But I think one of the reasons why I hate it is because it recently just got so much love towards it. When, if you really think about it, it does nothing special. I'm not gonna lie, I think if you put Crown City in like any other kart racer game, I genuinely think it will stand out as a Mario Kart track. Like, it just blends out. Like, this track... Well, it blends out. Well, mostly because no other kart racer has, like, straight lines like this. But, at the same time, it's unique. I get it, it's like the World 101 of Mario Kart. World 101 is, like... World 101 is basically whatever the starter track is. Like, Mario Kart Stadium. Like Figure 8 Loop. Moo Moo Meadows is like the World 1-2. It's like, imagine waking up tomorrow, and then for internet discourse, you see everybody glazing World 1-2 as, like, the greatest Mario stage of all time. Meanwhile, you play it, and it's, like, literally, it's just the desert level. It's just a generic desert world. It's nothing special. I hate playing desert worlds in video games. Deserts, most of the time, it's never interesting. It's, like, never interesting. And actually, I remember one reason I dropped Shin Megami Tensei is literally the game starts off in a desert world. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, I don't want to play on the fucking desert right out the gate. I'm so glad Futala's Palace was at least, like, halfway through the game. To where it's like, okay, we don't gotta do this bullshit. And also, Futala's Palace, that one's at least in a pyramid most of the time, so... 1 and 2 is the underground level? Oh. Okay. Well, it's like, imagine waking up tomorrow and everybody's glazing World 2-1. I think the reason why I was thinking of 1-2 is I was thinking of the Brawl level. I was thinking of the Brawl. I was thinking of Super Mario Bros. Brawl. Or Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I was thinking of that. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and everybody online is saying World 2-1 is like the greatest level of all time. When it is like, my brother in Christ, be honest with yourself. Like, that's how it feels like from Moving Meadows. It feels like everybody woke up the next day and everybody just decided World 2-1 was the greatest Mario level of all time. That's Moving Meadows. Everybody woke up one day and just said Moving Meadows is one of the greatest Mario Kart levels of all time. When in actuality, it is such a nothing stage. Like, I know I slander Moving Meadows a lot, but it literally, I'm so tired of people just endlessly glazing the track when it has done nothing special. To be fair, you have Wii bias. I guess there's that. Like, even in Mario Kart Wii, even I just found Moving Meadows is like nothing special. I'll get another drink. Baggin is quite strong in Moving Meadows world because of all the shortcuts, especially coming from an intermission. Damn. That sucks. If only Desert Hills Koopa Beach was more common as an option. That will never happen. In fact, we got Koopa Beach, but luckily it's not the worst option in the world. Luckily, I'm not doing a short stream, because if I was doing a short streams, then all the people would be coming in trying to spam Koopa Beach to the Desert Hills like they like Prime Kevin Hart or something. Coconut Mall would have been a better choice than Moo. Yes, even though Coconut Mall is a little overrated, at the same time, come on, that is just objectively a way better track than Moo Meadows. The reason why I say Coconut Mall is a little overrated is just because everybody talks about it and it got memed to death, and because of that, everybody just wouldn't shut up about it. But it's still a good map. It's still a great map. There's a reason why people talk about Coconut. There's a reason why people talk about a lot of the Wii maps. And the Wii maps, with the exception of like Moo Meadows, it's like really good. Bowser Castle on there is fantastic. The Rainbow Road there is iconic. Koopa Cape was fucking awesome. Coconut Mall was amazing. Moo Highway was legendary. Okay, I got a question. What do you think was the best? What do you think is the best Mario Kart with the best Nitro tracks? Nitro being like, you know, original tracks for the game. I'm not a fan of Coconut Mall. Really? How come? Is it just because the fans kind of just were annoying about it? Okay, I'm glad they kind of made all the Koopa Troopa tracks more than 2 laps, because this was just, because the original was just fucking ridiculous. Because at least I have like a semblance of something. Sorry, Joseph, but you still get first, but too overrated? I don't blame you. Hey, if there's one thing that's proven to hate people, it's annoying people. Like, if you're annoying about something, a lot of people will purposely choose the other side just out of spite. Koopa items actually do their job in protecting me. Damn. Koopa Cape is peak? Oh, hell yeah, Koopa Cape. I'm still sad they didn't add, like, the little, like cylinder cone, like, protective thing underwater. I felt like that kind of made, like, I felt like that kind of made the track. Like, I felt like, I understand why they got rid of it in 7 and 8, but, like, at the same time, that's so cool. Even if you hate Super Moo Meadows soundtrack's peak, the soundtrack in Moo Moo Meadows, I mean, it does fit it. It is alright. Coconut Mall is your favorite? Yeah, it's a popular pick. My favorite part was they added in 2 circuits. Luigi Circuit and Mario Circuit. Hey, people forget about that Mario Circuit. I feel like Mario Circuit DS was like the most underrated for the longest time up until they added it to 8. And then everybody realized how good that track actually was. Like 8? Mario Circuit is one of the most, is probably a top 3 Mario Circuit. I'd say top 1 actually. Like, I know that's like a biased take because because DS was my first game and I grew up with it, but at the same time, good. You're more of wanting Grumble Volcano. Grumble Volcano was a good map. I remember as a kid, I thought that it was like hard, man. I thought that was crazy. But at the same time, Grumble Volcano was crazy. There's so many circuits, my brain registers them as the same thing. Read your first game? Oh, hell yeah. I understand. I remember as a kid, I thought of a Mario Kart Wii. I didn't know Mario Kart Wii existed, so I thought, oh, what if there was a Mario Kart on the Wii? I looked it up. I just looked at, like, one screenshot of it, like, existing. I asked my parents for it for Christmas, thinking I'm gonna get it. Or thinking I'm just gonna spontaneously combust it. And then it actually came. I was like, holy shit. Like, I genuinely thought I was, like, a magician. The fact that because at the time I thought, like, oh, I just imagined, like, Mario Kart Wii. Like, I just imagined that shit, and it just came to fruition. The one remember what's my favorite that can't be beaten is from Nintendo DS. Oh, hell yeah! That shit is so goated. The music, the stage, bro. That shit was, like, mind-blowing to me as a kid. That one had pure potential for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, hell yeah. But chat, despite growing up with DS and Wii, I still think the best Mario Kart is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, including the Booster Pass. Like, I'm sorry. That last half of the Booster Pass single-handedly made it. Especially the quality of life updates. It actually made it, like, the best Mario Kart game. Like, there are some tracks where it was just... But, like, jeez Louise, that... Man, that game was so good. That's also why I'm kind of hard on Mario Kart World. It's because they're just things that they added to Mario Kart 8 that they just didn't even bother bringing back for World up until, like, updates. And it's like, why? It should have been a day one thing. No one's talking about Maple Treeway. No one's talking about the peak Maple Treeway. Maple Treeway was pretty goated. Like, Mario Kart Wii just didn't miss with its nitro tracks. The overrated N64 one had to ruin it. I don't think people were overrating N64. Rainbow Road. I remember Nathaniel Bandy convinced everyone that Mario Kart 64 was actually like one of the goated Mario Kart games. I played Mario Kart 64. It had its pros, but Nathaniel Bandy's fucking wrong, man. Mario Kart 64 was not that good. It's actually it's pretty much bottom 4 Mario Kart. I mean, dead ass. Like, I don't know what Nathaniel Bandy was thinking. Remember from the DS was the only Rainbow that had pure loop-de-loop in a corkscrew segment. Yes. It made it, like, special. They made it work on the DS, and it felt special. Just going back to 8 recently, I'm not gonna lie, I like the handling and feeling of speed with World more than 8. 8 Deluxe feels so overstimulating. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It does take some getting used to with Mario Kart 8 after you go back to World. Or after you was in World, but at the same time. Mario Kart 8, man. That shit was... Oh. One thing I'm glad I didn't get brought back 8 Deluxe is seconds. The second, like, 40% for red shells. Oh, what? A red gets, like, 40% red shells? That's kind of crazy. If World brought in DLC, the World app would expand in more aisles. I mean, yeah. Or it's like, they could probably have like a different like map where you could switch between at the same time. I know people hate when I say this, but I like Mario Open World sounds great as an idea, but like I said, after 5 minutes, I'm just sticking with the races. I'm sticking with the races. Like I said, shout out the open world segment in Mario Kart World, but at the same time, for most people, I think for most people, if they wanted to play an open world racing game, they just go play Grand Theft Auto. I know some people get really weird when I say that, but it's like, it's just true. Like, I know this game, loves the open world, or I know Nintendo loves the open world idea, but it's like, everybody I've seen on Twitter, everyone I've seen on the internet in general, have basically agreed the open world is good, but at the same time, they're there for the kart races. And if you're saying, well, that's not true, well, you seen how big the backlash was when they changed, like, the race selections from, like, random being guaranteed 3 laps to not that? You saw how big that backlash was? There is clearly people on this game just for the races, including me. Oh, this dude. Got pushed off twice? Damn. Honestly, my problem with Nintendo fandom is that people don't respect opinions, like it's my opinion. I kind of noticed that too. I feel like a lot of people in different... Obviously, I feel it's like it depends on a lot of fandoms. I feel like the fandoms that really don't respect your opinion if you say anything negative is, I feel like Nintendo definitely does have a lot of fans that, like, sometimes get weird. I noticed the Toby Fox community, Deltarune and Undertale, they're like some of the most hostile if you say anything resulting in negativity or resulting in anything not positive around it. Like, I've seen people just literally get just straight mauled just because they said something like slightly negative involving like Deltarune or Undertale. And it's like, dog, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Especially Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World, man. It's like, I remember back in the day, if you said you wanted to get the game or you were excited for the game, motherfuckers would just like slam you. They would just like maul you. They would maul you. Because it's like, oh, it's an $80 game. Oh, you're supporting this, you're supporting that. It's like, alright. Like what Scott the Wasp says. Why do people act like buying a children's game is taking like a moral stance on something? Like, yeah, $80 does suck, but at the same time, it is clear Nintendo did this as like an anomaly. Nintendo did this as an anomaly. Microsoft tried doing that shit with Outer Worlds 2, and it was clear nobody was pre-ordering that shit. They were like, oops, never mind, y'all, it's 70. It's like, dog, $80 is probably not going to work in the long run, because most people are just going to see video games that's just like, okay, yeah, nah, man, I'm not going to be dropping $80 on this, man. $60, I mean, that is already a new game. Some people, everybody's already like, alright, $60, but like, nobody's going to be, like, dropping, like, $80 on a game that they're just, like, have mild interest in. Like, most people aren't doing that. Let's agree to this. People are stupid and dumb, don't respect other people's opinions. Opinions are law, basically. That's how the internet rolls. Recently, Reggie retold the story about how he actually got Wii Sports packaged in America with the console. Because originally it was supposed to be separate, like how 1-2 Switch and the Switch release were separate. But Reggie was like, dog, we should do this so like people could actually give a fuck about the console. And he said Miyamoto gave him like the death stare over that shit. And he also said like Awada got like really weird about it. Like they were like, no, we don't give out Nintendo games for free. Meanwhile, something happened to where they were just like, alright, fine, let's just put Wii Sports in the package. Fuck it. Alright, Reggie, let's see if you can prove us right. And yeah, no, Wii Sports. Like, Wii Sports became an iconic game. It became one of the most iconic games of basically the century. It is a top 5 best-selling video game of all time. It's just wildly unanimously considered. Not unanimously. It was widely unanimously considered a great move for the consumer. You got banned for a stream for voicing your opinion of hating Undertale, and the streamer just flat out banned me? Damn! What was your opinion of Undertale anyway? I don't hate Undertale, I just hate the fans. The fans are just fucking ruthlessly annoying. But, like, I think the games could be good. I haven't played them, though, but... Man, what was the opinion you had? Not gonna talk about that. Alright. Whatever you say. No! No, 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 no. What have you done? Boycott Nintendo proceeds to have Switch 2 beat the record sales. I think people lie when they say they hate Nintendo. I saw a post that said I saw a post where somebody jailbroke the PS5 and they got the Switch emulator to run. They got the Switch emulator to run on the PS5 and they were like acting proud about it. But it's like, dog, you clearly hate if you clearly hate Nintendo, so-called free thinkers on Rainbow Road. But it's like, dog, if you hate Nintendo, why do you always insist to emulate their games so much? Do you actually hate Nintendo? Or do you just like, or is it like what are you doing, dog? It's rare grade, that's why I know, but it's like, fuck, man. Chat, you know what I find as annoying as Deltarune Undertale fans? You know what I find as annoying as them? Piracy fans. Like, people who pirate are always the most performative, annoying people of all time. Like, I saw motherfuckers say they were gonna pirate the new Switch 2 or the new Switch games because it's for, like, preservation. But the real answer is, dog, you just want to play that shit for free, dog. Like, come on. Like, if you want to play that shit for free, good for you. But it's like, don't act like you're doing this for some high and mighty reason behind it, dog. Like, let's be fucking honest. They just think PS5 is better than Nintendo? Same PS5 users. PS5 people always hate when Nintendo does anything bad. But the moment PlayStation does something worse than Nintendo, they're radio silent. Like, recently, I'm so glad most people came to band together and say that the new PlayStation, like, DRM thing is the fucking stupidest shit ever. For the most part, besides PlayStation fans, because they're brainwashed. I thought that guy would fall off. Yeah, nah, Silent Hawk was right. Most of the map is just staying in the air, and mostly, the course just doesn't really give, like, a real challenge. It's just... It's great as an art piece, but it's like, it's just whatever as a track. It's just a track that every time you're racing on, you're just like, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I forgot. Or I didn't even know they had that as like a cut. Hi, Joseph. You would not touch anything Sony-based? What, did they kill your grandma or something? That ain't worth my money. Okay, honestly, that's good. Take my cape. You wanna know why? Why? Because the cape still sucks. I don't give a shit what people say. That item still just sucks. Hi, Steph. I noticed you're right behind me. This is actually, I think, the first time I got in first on like an online lobby for Mario World. Will this keep up? Yeah. Ah, Steph is like right behind me. Oh, damn. What? Oh, Joseph. Oh, go fuck off, bro. Oh my god, that's actual bullshit, bro. That motherfucker. I just got last. I just got fucking last. I went from first to last. Are you fucking kidding? My whole run's fucked. What do you do? Yeah, y'all seen that bullshit? I bet you stuff's like that Fight Reacts kid where he's like... Probably how he feels. Yeah, I don't blame, bro. Bro, I literally got it first, and they decided to use me as an example. That is low-key kind of crazy. Okay, I got at least back in 5th. Well, before I got fucked over. Bro, somebody tweeted out that they took the day off tomorrow because they thought the Met Gala was tonight. My brother in Christ, why are you taking the day off work for the event that A, you don't attend, and B, it's just a fashion show. It's just a show that you go, okay, they dress nice. Okay, they dress nice. Like, you don't attend that shit. Why are you... Bro, if I was a manager and I found that shit out, I'd just cut them. I'm just like, yeah, you're not very... You taking an event? You taking a day off for an event you not even attending, dog? Like the Met Gala, bro? Like, yeah, no, bro. Don't even bother clocking in anymore. You're done. That's what I do, bro. Because how the fuck you gonna do that? My aunt just popped in and said, dang. What, when she heard me say that? Like... Oh my. Alright, so we got Whistle Top. Okay, I guess we're playing Choco Factory at this point. Every time I see that Charge and Chuck, I keep thinking we're going to be racing on Toad's Factory, but I guess we're racing Choco Mountain, guys. Racing on Choco Mountain. Which, this is not Choco Mountain. This is like a completely different stage at this point. Well, this is always somebody's first intermission they play, or somebody's first time playing a specific intermission. I don't think it's my first time playing this specific intermission, but it does sometimes. What makes you think Toad's Factory? I think that, plus, if you don't actually look at the background too hard, and you just notice the color scheme, it kind of looks like Toad's Factory. And I don't know why, every time I think of Charge and Chuck, I think of, like, I don't know, when I think of that specific Charge and Chuck, I just think of Toad. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. They have, like, nothing in common. Welcome, Pearl, to the stream. Glad you can stop by. This was the Tomodachi Life stream, for, like, the first 30 minutes, and then I kind of realized I didn't want to stream Tomodachi Life, so... How you doing? Understandable, we're doing good. How about you? Well, we're doing horrible. I'm playing now. I got in first, or I was in first in Rainbow Road, and then a blue shell hit me, and then as Joseph was using the boo and drove right past me, so the blue shell went for me in second instead, and I got in like, and like I devolved back into like 18th place. I did finish in 5th though, but it's like. But yeah, bro, I was also telling viewers in chat that my birthday stream is going to be May 7th. May 6th is not going to be the birthday stream because I am just going out celebrating my birthday. I'm planning on going to a Rays game just because, you know, it's on my birthday. And also, you know what, why not? Why not? I like I said, like, obviously everything Pittsburgh's #1, but Tampa's always #2, but at the same time, I always gotta root for Tampa because that's my hometown team, so... Yeah. I've been getting a lot of spam calls recently. Like, even spam calls been going through my, like, home phone. Like, not like this phone, but, like, the home phone. And I'm like, why? 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 Nah, seriously, why? I think tomorrow, I might just, like, go out to, like, GameStop and kind of splurge a little bit. Not, like, drop $500, but probably drop a little bit of money. Just because, hey, tomorrow's my birthday, or, hey, Wednesday's my birthday, I'm turning the big 22. I also got shocked with that boo grade, you're feeling that detail. God damn, man, what? Bro is the thinker. I hate that bro's the thinker. I can't even say you is not the thinker, because he is the thinker. He really is the thinker. Like, you is not the thinker, dog. How many of y'all just want to race on just plain desert hills? But yeah, chat. I think the sad part is, after you turn 21, birthdays stop being too exciting. Like, they are exciting, but like, 21's like the last major milestone you really reach before like 50 years old. So it's like, what are you really doing now? Like, it's just like every other year, it's just like, oh, hey, it's your birthday, yeah. Or, hey, it's my birthday, yay. Alright, y'all trying to go to, like, Chili's tonight or something? Like, basically that. Like, what? Because every year, when you're a kid, every year was special to you. And it was also the only time of day you can get free shit. Besides Christmas. Unless your birthday's on Christmas, then, fuck out of here with that shit. I remember there's an Odd One Out comic where they made a joke saying that, like, Jesus, he was born on Christmas, and they were like, oh, what are we doing for, my birthday, for Christmas? And they're like, oh, we're just gonna, oh, we actually don't plan on sharing gifts, or, oh, we're planning on doing a white elephant, because we all love each other very much, and Jesus was just like, dog, I died for your sins, dog. All those milestones are arbitrary. It will stop you from making your own arbitrary milestones. Well, it's not as exciting making a 23rd birthday. Like, if you're, like, 23, it's like, alright, you're 23. Like, nobody cares about the number 23. Like, nobody cares about the number 22. The only reason 22 has some notoriety is Taylor Swift made a song about 22. You can care about the number 23. I mean, we all care. But it's like, the majority of people don't care. Like, you tell people it's your 23rd birthday, it's like, oh, okay, it's your 23rd birthday, happy birthday. But when you say your birthday is on the when you say you're 21, everyone's like, oh, okay, you're 21, oh, we're gonna be getting fucked up, we're gonna be drinking all night, we're gonna be doing this, oh my god. Like, when you turn 19, everyone's like, alright, you're 19, you're 19. Yeah, happy birthday. But when you're 18, everyone's like, oh, you're 18? Okay, you can go vote, you can consent, you can, like, change the world, you're, like, a legal adult. Oh my god, man, oh my god, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like I said, it's just how people react, so. Also, that reaction from number 21 is only really a USA thing. I mean, that is true, but, like, most of us here live in America, so it's like, I don't know. I think most people, because I know Super Silver, I know he lives in the UK. I don't know where Joseph lives, who knows? Maybe he lives in, like, South Sudan, who knows? Like, but I think, I can guarantee you, like, 80% of people in chat are from America, so 21 means something for most people. What if we pick Desert Hills and then one of the Desert Hills is Scuba Tube Beach? Yeah, nah. 21, Blackjack. What about 21? Is that when you can play Blackjack? Is that when you can, like, gamble? You're in the USA? Oh, I thought you lived in the UK. I thought you lived in the UK. Or am I like misremembering something? Alright. Chat, what y'all thoughts on Desert Hills? Like, in the DS version, I thought it was a solid track. In the Wii version, I thought it was a solid track. I thought it was kind of fun, especially with the tricks. In this version, it's not Desert Hills. As a map, it's fine. It's basic. It's not Desert Hills. Or it's barely Desert Hills. They did have the desert, though. What about the hills? Those like the hills you see in, like, Florida, dog. Those ain't no hills. What hills, dog? Yo, it's like if they say, oh yeah, we added the Appalachian Mountains to the game, and then you see it, and it's just the fucking geography of Kansas, dog. Like, hey, dog, we are not doing nothing. What exactly are we doing, gang? That makes sense since you use the term wanker, which is typically a British term. Yeah, I've never heard an American say wanker unless it's like to specifically act like a British person. Or if they're just a guy who moved from Britain. A few of my art buds are from the UK? Okay. I know some British terms just because I used to watch the hell out of Memulus back in the day. Memulus and like Will and Eve, man. Those were the days, man. When they used to be like commentary channels. Oh my lord, bro. Bro, I was rewatching like Prime Memulus, man. Like, she was crazy. Bro, it really reminds you of back in the day. There were some problems that just don't really exist like that no more. But it's just so funny just seeing. Who? Memulus. He's like a big YouTube channel. My god, I just got like a shit ton. I got a shit ton of coins. That was just like a free lottery. You know what they say, if you win the lottery, you're set. Oh my lord, dog! Yo, Joseph Lucky, he only got shocked, like, at the very end of the stage. Because that is more nefarious than the thing of BAM! Come on, man! What are we doing? Star saved me from shock? Damn. Can't answer your question, sir. Their artists are way too raunchy for you to handle with. So they're just porn artists, really. I think we can handle porn art, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, you could just say, hey, nah, they just draw porn, dog. So I'm not gonna give it out. The Who's for Greg. Yeah. You shouldn't say their names here, though? Yeah, I agree. I was Sonic Racing because Sonic fans shut up and let me like Mario Kart. Hey, think about it like this. No, none of those games fell off like Kirby Air Riders. Chat, y'all remember when Kirby Air Riders was supposed to be like the system seller game? Supposed to be the biggest game in the world. Everybody loves Kirby Air Riders. And then everybody dropped Kirby Air Riders after the launch month. You wanna know why? Because everybody realized, hey, Kirby Air Riders is fun. But hey, people forget Kirby Air Riders was originally a niche game. So the fact that it's just kind of fell off after a while is not surprising. Like, I still see people regularly talking about Marco World, still talking about Crossworlds. I don't think nobody talking about Air Riders besides the fact that it kind of just fell off. You know, he played it yesterday. Yeah, I was like one of the 5 people to play it yesterday, so that's why. I played it because I read those discussions and I was just like, you know what? I might as well give this game a chance. I was like, what on earth just happened? What just happened? I've enjoyed Speedstorm over Mario Kart. The take, I don't know what to say about Disney Speedstorm. I never played it. I don't plan on playing it. I think that game actually got more emotion than Kirby Air Riders. I went to Walmart today. I saw they were selling the 15th season of SpongeBob on DVD. I was like, damn, they still make those? It's for 12 bucks. I was considering getting it, but I was like, yeah. The reason why is because, I don't know, SpongeBob, we all know that after the first 3 seasons, it was not considered, it stopped being considered good. I remember it had a bounce back for like a, right around season 10 to 11, but then like after a while, it just kind of, I think it's just kind of whatever. It doesn't produce bad episodes, but it's just like, who cares? Who cares? You got commed error? Damn. The Nintendo Music updates. Count tweeted, "Grah, my skin burns. No music today. Good to know." Nintendo Music big drop soon? Probably not. What do you think? What do you think? They dropped the Tomodachi Life soundtrack and they were just like, alright, that's good for the rest of the month. Disney Speedstorm's more racers Mario Kart, and no. Costume racers don't count. Ah, again, what, communication error? There's a video on my YouTube page called "I invited every Splatoon YouTuber to my Discord." Well, I didn't get invited. What about me? Hey, you forgot about me. Hey, you forgot about me. What happened to me? What happened to me? I didn't get invited. Well, what happened to me? You invited every YouTuber? What about me? You forgot about me. I'm messing around. Sorry for more deep cut music in Splatoon Raiders. Oh yeah. They should be, make some bangers, right? Actually, aren't they stranded on a desert island? Like, wouldn't that mean they don't got access to music? You barely play Splatoon. Well, for a while, I was a Splatuber, so... Why'd I stop? Because Splatoon fell off. Like, nah, seriously. Complain about it every time. If you love a product, you have to acknowledge that there are criticisms. You can't just mindlessly love something and just think that it has real flaws. Because I love Persona, but even I can acknowledge it has its flaws. I remember back in Mario Kart 7, that would take you to like a full momentum stop. Criticism is pointing out specific ways could be better. You don't do that. Alright, let me do it. One of the biggest problems in Splatoon 3 is theme-wise. It's supposed to be this chaotic, anarchic type of level. Or antarctic, chaotic, desert type of level. And instead, besides the first cutscene, it's just really, it doesn't do any job at telling you that. The maps, especially the early stage maps, could have been way better. They're way too small, and it just feels too hallway. And some of the Splatoon 1 maps they added, like Hammerhead Bridge, just don't even feel like the OG stages. They could have made them way bigger, like how they did starting with Rover Robin and Boron. Alterna is kind of chaotic a bit, but what about Splatsville? Splatsville just feels like every other... It just feels like a regular city. It just feels like a regular city. It doesn't feel like it's chaotic or antarctic. It doesn't really do a good job at telling you that. Side Order could have been way better story-wise. The updates could have been way better. The updates could have actually been better after the first two updates. After a while, the Battle Pass kept getting reused in most parts. And it just felt like there was just no real, like, good content being added in general when they could have. What was I expecting? Brand new cosmetics and stickers and shit every single Battle Pass. Splatfest could have been way better. They could have incorporated way better themes. What do I mean by way better themes? Well, anything that's not the fucking Handshake or Days of the Week Splatfest. They could have added in a lot more sponsor Splatfests like how they did in 1 and 2, but instead just chose not to, besides the 2 Nintendo themed ones. See, I gave you some criticisms on things I can improve on. Anything's better than front row versus back row. Okay, you got me there. Anything's better than that. No matter how bad the Handshake Splatfest is, it is still better than front row, back row. That is still the dumbest shit ever. The fact that the UK had that as a Splatfest, it just made me go, is the UK that boring to where that's the big debate? Is the UK that fucking boring? Oh, I got another one. Table Turf could have been expanded way upon more. The fact that it only had one major update and never got touched again is sad. Table Turf could have been a lot bigger than it should have been. But instead, Nintendo chose not to. I feel like another thing is Nintendo could have handled the kits way better. They added in the crab as like this brand new ultra special weapon, and then it just never got added into any new kits for like a straight year. There was a straight year where the only time you could see crab was on the launch day kits. The fact that it took this long for third kits, just in general, is kind of embarrassing when Splatoon 2 had that in a way shorter time. Summer Run could have had more maps. It could have had at least like 4 brand new maps. There we go. Those are some real criticisms of the game that could have been way improved on. What do you guys think of that? Eek. Awesome. Oh yeah, those are definitely ways Splatoon 3 could have been way better, and then Nintendo just kind of chose not to. What about some positives, though? Positives, the maps after Robo Ramen were great, for the most part. I'm trying to think if Brine Water was added after Robo, but I think it was before. Deep Cut as an idol group are pretty interesting, for the most part. They're iconic in a way, or they're iconic. The music in the game is miles better than Splatoon 2. It is miles better than Splatoon 2's music. Splatoon 2 sounds like if you described 200 Gex what Splatoon music sounded like, and they went from there. Splatoon 3 actually sounded like it tried to bring back the charm of Splatoon 1 music. Some of the weapons, some of the specials, some of the new specials are kind of fire. The crab special is iconic and cool. The Tacticooler is fucking nice. It's awesome. The bow arrow one, the bow arrows ones, the new weapon type, those are fire. Front to roll is like so bad it loops around back around to being incredible. Yeah, front roll versus back roll is so bad that it loops back to being like, alright, this is kind of funny. Angling vs. Octong was a fest in 2. That's probably the worst Splatfest canon-wise. You wanna know why? Because right after they got rid of segregation, they said, oh yeah, by the way, what's your favorite race? Can you imagine in like the 1960s they had a special event after they ended segregation called white people versus black people? That is the equivalent of that in Splatoon. That is a fucking crazy one to add in universe. Like, that is so crazy to add in universe. Like, even Marina says in the announcement, even she was like, isn't this Splatfest a little dangerous? Like, even Marina was like, yo, this is gonna cause a race war, dog. What other positives can I say for Splatoon 3? Table Turf as an idea is cool. Table Turf as an idea is cool. The new hairstyles are nice, except for that trash-ass bowl cut. I don't care who you are, that bowl cut is fucking ugly. Like, I'm sorry, there are people out there, even some of my mutuals, I love you mutuals, but at the same time, there are people out there who chose all the greatest hairstyles in the world, and they chose that ugly-ass bowl cut. Why? The bowl cut never looks good. It, like, almost never looks good. Like, why do people pick that ugly-ass bowl cut? I'm sorry. If I had a ton of hair, I'm not making out a bowl cut. Like, dead ass, bro. The bowl cut is actually, like, the ugliest hairstyle right behind, like, the mullet. Technically, Inklings saw Octolings had unique hairstyle, but didn't know they were Octolings. Wait, what do you mean by that? I've never played Octo Expansion, so I don't know. I never bought that shit. I never bought that. I just thought it was just $20 like Auckland DLC, and I thought it was $20 for like a basic story mode, like how Splatoon 2's base story mode was very basic. I never bothered with that shit. I was just like, yeah, that's not even bothering me. I know everybody tells me it's like the GOAT story mode and this and that, but it's like, guys, this should have been the base game. They should have locked in with the Splatoon 2. Octo expansion isn't basic. That's how I thought. That's how I thought. I've heard it was... That's how I thought back in the day. I know, I heard it's not basic, but I don't know. I've never played it. Play it right now. Chat, I really don't want to drop 20 on fucking Splatoon Octo expansion. I've been teasing on playing that for like 4 years straight now. I gotta get to that. Chat, how is Octo expansion any good? Besides, it just is. Like, I already gave you some criticisms that Splatoon can improve upon. And Splatoon 3. I gave you some positives on Splatoon 3. So, please actually explain to me how Octo expansion is good. And you can't just say something sarcastic like, well, it's just good. It's just good. Like... Well, then get the fancy NSO. You get the expansion pass. I mean, that is true. Game is harder. Kind of like Alternative Peak Final Boss. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie. I've only finished Splatoon 1 story mode and Side Order. Those are the only two I beat. I never beat Splatoon 2's base story mode because it was so basic and boring that I just didn't bother. I never bought Octo expansion. I didn't even touch the sewer to access story mode in Splatoon 3 a single time. Like, I didn't even bother with that. How far in the story mode were you? I think probably like World 3 or 4. I don't know. Like I said, I think I got through World 2 or World 3. Gray beat 3 story right now. Really. It's apparently peak. Okay, incredible storytelling, peak characters, lovely themes, some of the best music in the series, the most unique levels of the series, perfectly refined the ideas of 1 and 2, with its own new things. Alright, there you go. Alright, most unique level in the series, incredible storytelling, characters, themes, some of the best music in the game, refining the ideas of the first and second story. Alright. Kind of forgot what the first and second story is. Isn't in the first and second story like, I'm DJ Octavio, I'm the bad guy. Whatever, I wonder how it's gonna refine the story. But hey, you know what, if that's really the case then hey, I might as well, who knows? Like I said, I really gotta actually hop on Octo expansion. I've been teasing that shit for 4 years. I need to actually hop on that shit. But chat, that's not the Hood fan, it's peak. Awesome. Alright, Greg, if I was rude. Nah, you don't seem rude. You never came off as rude to me. I don't know what rude thing you were saying. Or maybe you got hit by YouTube messages. I don't know. There's no mods in here, because everybody else is doing whatever, and Shy Kid, he's the general manager. He's too busy. I gotta start promoting new mods soon. It's been like a minute. So like rude at times? Nah, you're fine. Oh, it's just too close. I feel like I've been getting a lot of people in my timeline buying Switch 2s, which is like, hell yeah. Shout out to Switch 2. Yeah, how's the NHL playoffs doing? How's Buffalo doing? Buffalo doing good? The Buffalo Sabres? I'm not a fan of them, but it's like, hey, you know, they've been trash for so long that I don't want them to win. First game is on May 6th. What about the Hurricanes? Okay, so game 2's happening. It's in overtime. What? Oh, okay. So, Greg, are we sticking with racing or we'll eventually switch? Nah, we'll just stick with racing. We'll just stick with racing. Why can't we go on the right side? Oh, I know. I don't know. Game's just like, alright, we're going all left. Maybe since we're going... I feel like we're slowly getting over to the right side. Might be back, but I'll see you, Greg. Alright, see ya. I know I made somebody. Oh my god, damn! Desert Hills is one of them, that's crazy. Are we going to the right? Probably not. Are we going to the right? Probably not. Let's be honest with ourselves. There we go. Finally. We finally on Desert Hills. Alright, game. We'll give you what you want. We'll give you what you want. Come on, Desert Hills Scuba Beach. No. These parties, there's a good chance. What the hell? Okay, why is there just a lot of change? Oh, okay, what? Okay, I'm in last. I should lock in, but I don't know how to really at this point, so. Same time, it's Mario World, anything can happen. Anything can happen in the world of Mario World. Hey, I love how despite everything, I'm still getting triple mush. No, what the fuck? There's like 10 people coming in at the same time. Are you fucking kidding me? That's some fucked up bullshit. Oh my lord. That's fucking crazy. Oh, oh my god. Hey, there's no Desert Hills Scuba Trip Beach, we'll say that. Yeah, I don't even need to go on a rant about Moo Moo Meadows. You already know what my opinion is. Yeah, fuck you, Moo Moo Meadows fans. Yeah, nah, man. Fuck that shit out of here, man. Good, no bagging metas. Yeah! Like I said, you already know my rant on moving meadows. I don't need to say it again. But yeah, I was thinking for the May 7th birthday stream, the 22nd birthday stream, I was thinking, well, it is going to be in horizontal. It's not going to be a vertical. It's not going to be a short stream. This is a special stream, so we're going to make it horizontal. This is a real one for fans, so... Okay, that guy, he got a star in like second. How was that possible? How did I not get hit by that? If I got hit by that, I would have been like, yeah, no surprise. But the fact that I didn't... Where is the other dude? How did I do that? Oh my. Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay, buddy. Alright, this is really a front-running course, apparently. Sorry, buddy. Damn. Games you gonna play for your birthday? The opening for the intermission was the opening for Desert Hills Beach? Interesting. What games am I gonna do? I'm gonna do, you know, the viewer games. Mario Kart, Smash, probably Mario Party. I'm trying to invite Eon to my birthday. It's seeming like it will be on the case. It seems like it will be on the case. And if that's the case, we'll probably play Mario Party 9, maybe. We'll probably play, like, I know you hate to hear this, we might play Fatal Fury or Street Fighter, just because, you know, we like that shit, so. No beach? Thank Lord. Yeah, my birthday's on Wednesday, so I am going to a baseball game that day, so I don't know if I'll do stream, probably not. Just not locked in, so. I don't know if this is a Mandela effect, but I feel like as a kid, I felt like I remembered only one person could have a bullet bill at a time. Is that true, or is that just like I'm just making stuff up? Woo! 14th, that's not something to celebrate, really. Game didn't exist when you were a kid, different games have different roles. I mean, yeah, I know that, but I was thinking of like Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart Wii. I was thinking of one of those two. Now we're not. Oh man. Again. DK Spaceport, if you ask me, this is one of the more solid tracks in the game. Actually, I got a question. When do you think Splatoon 4 is going to come out? If Raiders is 2026, well, if Raiders is this year, then do you think Splatoon 4 is going to be a 2027 title? Because I feel like Splatoon 4, I feel like 2027 could be the year. At minimum, that Splatoon 4 comes out. What the fuck am I doing? Well, I'll remind people, in 2027, it's going to be 5 years since Splatoon 3 has been out. 5 years. That is crazy to think about. And for people who don't know, 2017, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness. Is Splatoon... Hey guys, if Splatoon 3 or if Splatoon 4 doesn't come out in 2027 and it comes out in 2028 instead, this will be the longest gap between an official Splatoon release date ever. Because Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 was 5 years, right? It was 5 years, right? If it doesn't come out in 2027, if it doesn't come out by like September 2027, this is going to be the longest release gap for an official Splatoon like mainline release since Splatoon 2 and 3. Because Splatoon 2 and 3, that was 5 years, and 2027, that's going to be 6 years. Or no, 2028, that's going to be 6 years. So, if Splatoon 4 doesn't come out by 2027, then Splatoon 3 to 4 is officially going to be the longest release main game gap in Splatoon history. Oh, it's absolutely not happening? I remember in 2025, everybody said at minimum 2027 could happen. But now it's like, ooh. Like I said, 2027 is just right there. So it's just like, it feels weird. Like, oh, okay, we're almost in the future. that we said it was gonna happen. Ooh. So, I'm thinking, man, and it still feels like the Splatoon hype compared to Splatoon 2 to 3 it feels just not there. For like, I don't know community-wise, but it feels like just genuinely-wise, I feel like I just don't see as much hype for Splatoon Raiders as there was to Splatoon 3. Because for Splatoon 3, for Splatoon 2, Splatoon 3, even in the last year, it felt like there was still, like, hype for Splatoon 3. It felt like the community was still active. Or it felt like the community was still very, very active. And now it just feels like Splatoon 3 to Raiders, it just feels like non-existent. Like there is hype for Raiders, but it's like, it just doesn't feel the same way as Splatoon 3. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of crazy. I think it's just because... I remember Meow said it in the last time we talked about this, and that's just like, after Splatoon, after the Final Fest, everybody just kind of just dipped. Or most of the people just kind of just dipped. And with Splatoon Raiders just being a spin-off game, and Nintendo just giving, like, basically no marketing towards, I feel like just the hype's just not there compared to Splatoon 3. If 4 were happening in 2027, would have been announced? Who knows? The Summer Direct is still coming up, so... Like, I don't know, man. I want Splatoon Raiders to have, like, the same amount of hype as Splatoon 3 did, when everybody had so much hope and shit. I might get first on this. I'm about to get fucked over any minute, ain't I? You don't think it's happening this decade? Nah, I think it'll happen at least this decade. I think it'll happen. All I can say now is Splatoon 4 just can't just be average. Splatoon 4 has to be basically as good as Splatoon was 1. Radio was hype, you just gotta look for it? Yeah, but it feels like it's not as hype as Splatoon 3. Like, Splatoon 3, I mean, everybody was constantly talking about it. Now Splatoon Raiders, I mean, there are people talking about it, but it's not as much as you think. And like what Meowx and I said, it's just, man, what is this marketing? Like, it feels like Nintendo just kind of acts like, it's like kind of, it feels like Nintendo's just kind of like not having faith in Raiders. It's just like, oh, hey, by the way, guys, here's just release date. There you go. Like, damn, man, Nintendo, you know you're dropping one of the biggest IPs in your not game. You know you're dropping a game from one of your biggest IPs, right? Can you at least act like it? Can you please act like this game is gonna be a system seller? But like I said, all I can say is Splatoon 4 now has to be like basically a 10 out of 10 on launch. I remember, I think RizzyRone talked about it, but like Splatoon is in this weird state where it was like Splatoon 3 should have been the game to hit the mainstream, and then it just didn't. And now it's like Splatoon, if it like, and now after Splatoon 3, it now feels like Splatoon 4 is going to be like in this state where it's like, it needs to hit mainstream, otherwise it's just gonna be devolved into like another level, back in like probably B tier or something. It does make me like Prom? It does make me think, what Nintendo franchise was like A tier, and then just, like, kind of devolved. Or kind of got downgraded. Like, I feel like Star Fox had to be one of them. Like, Star Fox, I remember they made a shit ton of games, and then I think after, like, 2005, I think it just kind of got downgraded to, like, B. And then and then after Star Fox Zero Bomb, that got downgraded to C. You got an ad of a guy playing Genshin, and I thought it was you playing for a second? What the fuck? Oh, Meows, welcome in. I was kind of talking about you. I was talking about, Splatoon 3 and, like, Raiders. I was talking about how even you said in, like, one stream that, like, Raiders hype isn't there, like, how it was with 3's hype. And it's, like, because, like, just, like, Splatoon, like, everybody kind of moved on, or most people moved on after Final Fest. And, Raiders is just having horrible marketing, so it felt like the hype's just not really there. Also, Meows, your membership's gone, so therefore I'm gonna have to delete one of your characters, so I'm playing now. We're not doing that. If you got a membership and you submitted your 2 characters, they stay locked. So, it really doesn't need it, though. 3 did perfectly fine without it being mainstream in every country. Some things aren't meant for that. I want to say that, but it's like, I mean, some things aren't meant to be big. I mean, like, Endless Ocean, that shit's never gonna be an S-tier franchise just because who fucking cares? But, like, Splatoon showed that it had the potential. It was there. It had to be there. And then Splatoon 3 just, in the West, just never reached that potential. Or never just reached that stage. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is Splatoon is considered one of Nintendo's flagship franchises now. It is considered like an S-tier franchise to them. So I'm gonna hold it to S-tier franchise standards alongside Mario and Zelda and Animal Crossing. Just because something is high quality doesn't mean it can't be mainstream. Some mainstream things aren't even all that good. I mean, you're right. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, hey, everyone wants their favorite franchise to be in a successful position. And it's like, Splatoon fans, for the most part, they fully know that Splatoon can reach that potential. It's just frustrating when it just does shit that makes it not do that. Nintendo fumbled Splat 3 by appealing way too much to casuals, and Raiders isn't going to hold the same amount of hype due to them dropping the ball with 3? Yes. Well, for the first part, I feel like Nintendo fumbled it, or I felt like it felt like it was appealing too much to, like, comp people in a way. What I mean is, I remember I remember Ronald200N, he actually came in my chat, and he said he probably estimated the reason why the maps were like that in Splatoon 3 for, like, the first half of the game was because it was supposed to make it, like, smaller, so more people can, like, you know, combat each other and shit. When it was, like, I mean, that is one of the draws of Splatoon, but at the same time, the whole point is it's unique. It's like the paintball shit. You're supposed to paint. That's why the maps are so big in Splatoon 1. And that's why you can tell after Splatoon 1, or you can tell after the first half of the updates, they try to revert and try to go back to, like, how it was in Splatoon 1. So Urchin Underpass is, like, the only great Splatoon 1 stage, besides Loop and Depot. Like, Urchin was, like, the only one that actually felt like a 1x1 replica. I don't know, I was thinking that if they funded way more esports events, promoted it way more as a competitive game, it would have stayed mainstream. I could say that too. I mean, hey, Smash Bros. I mean, that will forever stay mainstream. But you could say part of the reason why it always stays, like, mainstream throughout, like, the cycles, like, even years before the new game comes out, is because people love the comp scene. Like, people love the comp scene. Like, people love the comp scene, even though Nintendo doesn't really like the comp scene. But I feel like Smash Bros. Is always mainstream, so I think that's a bad example. Yeah, that's probably a bad example. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like Splatoon is one of those games that could have stayed mainstream if it probably funded with the esports shit and maybe gotten more competitive. Like, and Nintendo looked like they were kind of on the verge of doing that. They had that World Championship in 2023, and then those racist winners ruined it all. Turf should be the casual game mode, and rank should always be the comp one? Yes. I think that's how most people see it. Also, comp players don't like the styles of map either, so isn't that reason to shift the map to all because 3 devs were new? So they probably just like... So they're all just probably like, alright, we're just making like a multiplayer game, that's really it. And that's probably why. But I wouldn't be surprised if like also the reasoning Ronald gave was also one of the reasons. Like I said, what Meowth said, like, Raiders doesn't have the same amount of hype. Like how Splatoon 3 had from Splatoon 2, and that is just because Nintendo dropped the ball with Splatoon 3. And because of that, like, I don't really see as much hype with Raiders. Especially because of the fact that Nintendo's doing the worst job marketing the game. Like, Nintendo, the way they're promoting it, you think, like, the way they're promoting it, it seems like they have as much faith in the game as they did with fucking everything 1-2 Switch. It's like, Nintendo, you realize this is one of your major IPs, right? Like, this is no Metroid or Kid Icarus, this is fucking Splatoon. Also, Meowth, you can correct me on this, because I know you're the Rizzy-Rone. You're a bigger Rizzy-Rone fan than I am. Like, in terms of, like, remembering old shit-wise. But it's like, I remember even Rizzy was like, oh, Splatoon 3. Although it's not on the verge of putting Splatoon, like, down, like, in terms of, like, downgrading its status. But, like, if Splatoon 4 isn't good, or Splatoon 4 has the ball drop, then it's gonna probably downgrade its status. Or, like, it's gonna be in big trouble. I think Rizzy said something along those lines. I could be wrong, but I feel like I vividly remember him saying something like that. Raiders should be the ultimate casual Splatoon experience, which they kind of promoted 3S, so I don't know why they're afraid to show this one. I don't know. This should be the ultimate casual Splatoon experience. Yeah, it's just 4 players. You're just playing with friends. Kind of like a looter shooter in a way. Well, I heard somebody in the comments, somebody in one of the comments said that. It kind of should be. Oh, apparently in Australia and New Zealand, they announced a Switch 2 Pokopia bundle. A Switch 2 Pokopia bundle coming out June 5th, the 1-year anniversary of the Switch 2. So if you live in Australia and you love Pokemon but you haven't pulled the trigger on the Switch 2, I got some news for you, dog. I got some news for you. It doesn't seem like they're coloring the console, but it just seems like a Pokopia, like, bundle. Like this. Like, that's kind of cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that is cool. I'm always in favor of consoles bundling their games. I'm always in favor of that. The reason why is because I also grew up with the Wii U, and the Wii U had, like, the craziest bundles. And the reason why is because it was Nintendo's desperate era, so they were just doing anything at that point. So, there you go. Alright, we're on the right side of the map. We're back at Dino Ooh. I don't know, it's just Nintendo's generally so afraid to lose the whole wholesome casual game company, which is putting them so behind in terms of marketing and remaining mainstream. And yeah, at the same time, I mean, they are succeeding in that with Tomodachi Life and Pokepia. At the same time, it's like, you can definitely tell it's hurting titles like Splatoon. I think that reasoning is also why we'll never get something like Eternal Darkness again. I think Nintendo's just kind of too scared to really just start embracing that again. It's so funny how Nintendo's most experimental era came in the GameCube. The console like nobody bought. I grew up on retro Nintendo YouTube, and I grew up on internet in general. And the way motherfuckers talked on the internet, you would have thought the GameCube sold like 200 million copies and was regarded as like the GOAT. When in actuality, in its own time, nobody bought that shit. That shit was always losing to the PS2. That shit lost to the newcomer Xbox, or it went band for band. I don't know why it started going on a rant like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of... I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of tired of just revisionist history when something was clearly not that good. I don't know. I guess I just hated knowing people at the end of the day. There's a lot of them on the internet, for the most part. Esports becoming fundamental in terms of multiplayer shooters, which Splatoon has the absolute potential to be a part of, but they refuse to branch in that territory. Oh, hell yeah. Nintendo hates branching into esports. Like, there's a reason why they only touched Smash competitive, like, one time. And the only time they touched that was, when, Smash Ultimate was about to come out. I remember the finals for that was Nairo versus Zero. Oh, that didn't age well. Both of them were basically out of Smash, but, like, you know, COVID for you know why. But, like, even with Nintendo hating. But even with Nintendo, like, hating Smash Comp, like, at the same time, Smash Comp is still huge. There is still... Melee came out in 2001. On paper, that shit should have been obscure, lost to time. But for some... But that game still has a new generation of players every other year. Like, every other year, when it's time for the new generation to come over, the new generation will come in and replace them. Like, the new generation, there's always a new generation. And every time there's a new Smash game, there's always a new generation of Smash players. Like, Melee had Mewtwo King. Brawl had Mewtwo King. No, Mewtwo King was always a thing. Not gonna lie, I forgot what big players Brawl had. I know it had them, but it's like... But Melee had Mewtwo King. Brawl had someone. I can guarantee you that. Brawl had someone. 4 brought in Zero. Okay, Zero's not a good person anymore, but during its heyday, he was like, you know, one of the biggest names in the sport. And Ultimate brought in MK Leo. And for the new Smash game, there's guaranteed gonna be somebody who's probably, I don't know, like watching TikTok right now, who's like gonna be like one of the biggest names in Smash in the next few years. Just watch, because of a new Smash game. And like Splatoon should be on that level. I feel like it should be on that level. And like Nintendo even touched it one time with the Nintendo World Championships in 2023 with the Splatoon thing. And then it turned out the winners were racist, and now it just ruined it for everyone. But like it has the potential. They could offer in like brand new teams and try and kind of promote it like a sports league. Like, oh man, this team, Milky Way, they're one of the hottest teams in the world, but oh, they're facing the new squad. Their name is Liquid Nash. Liquid Nash, man, they got some upcoming players. They even got the internet legend himself in Splatoon right here. It's gonna be going crazy. Like, they could be doing that. But instead, it's just not there. Instead, it's not there. GameCube has some of the most fire games like 1 and 2 and Twilight Princess. I did hear Twilight Princess was fire, but it's also crazy to know Twilight Princess was the game Nintendo forced to make, because at the time, nobody liked Wind Waker, so. But at the same time, hey, I won't lie, the GameCube had fire games. But I hate when people act like it was like a way bigger deal than it was. You had some fun, but your head out. Have a good rest of the stream. See you later, Steph Daniel. Hope you have a good one. Oh wait, I realized something. It's May. That means I could give out free memberships. Alright, who are the free members? Free members are My Doom, Voxo, Low New Friends, Giggle Nut, and Stink. I don't know who they are. I think I know My Doom, but nah, everybody else I'm like, who is that? Also, last message, who these people? Who are these randoms? Yeah, you do RNG really be giving it out to anyone, but shout out them. And now the last memberships for free is gonna be Pink Lemonade, Sebastian, Naps Lot, Big Boy Oasis, and Mr. Mematic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we all remember them, right? Oh! Come on. That was not a good race, I'm not gonna lie. That was not a good race. Oh man. Who are you? Referring to gifted members. Yeah. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do it one more time. Do it one more time. This time, I'm gonna do it with my own money because I'm just that nice. I'm just that nice, guys. Why? And it's also to see if we can get another chance of actual real people. Is it gonna be that? D-Moy, Super Oreo, Steel Flame, Try Me Girl Boy, and 4-Spin ZD. Hell yeah, shout out them all! That's why I grade the GOAT? Hell yeah, appreciate it. There we go, that's the last one. So now my screen can be fine. Wow, wow. I almost died right there. Sound like a guy at Playboy Cardi. I gotta press B! I'm actually surprised it didn't add in 200cc in this game. You would think that would be like the new staple, but surprisingly not. Damn, 14th again. Bree has a goat reveal at the birthday stream? No, I don't got no plans for that. I hate how I can't go through those, like, corners, because if I do, it's just gonna consider it... It's gonna, like, consider it being a loss, and it's just gonna, like, respawn me. I hate how it does that. Blue Cinema is a unique idea for a track, I won't deny that. Like I said, I hate how you can't use those, like, things as, like, cuts. Just because, like, I don't know, it just sucks. Because if you go out of bounds for, like, a second, it's like that, or if you go out If you go out for just a second, it just considers it out of bounds and it responds to you, which is so hard. Alright. I'm gonna call it right here. I felt like I felt like it's a good time to call it. Yeah, but we're gonna call it right here. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Shout out to all the lurkers. Shout out to all the chatters. Shout out to everyone. Alrighty, yeah. I just kind of felt like we just kind of ran its course. I'll see y'all tomorrow for I don't know what I'll stream tomorrow, but yeah. So, as always, thank y'all so much for watching. Come on, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow, or I'll see y'all Wednesday, or I'll see y'all Thursday. Bye-bye.